Hello and welcome to the still off-season Zcast. Just a bit of a reminder, a heads up, of how the league is handling how the league is progressing. Um, I'm your host, Byrne. With me, as usual, is Kyle,
Hello.
Darky.
Hello.
His
Or
name is
orange.
Orange. Sorry, Orange.
No, it's
And
okay.
Squee is here.
Hi. Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
all right.
We let him
So
out of the basement.
yeah, okay. So Squee, what is the big, huge announcement that you want everybody to know?
I am an Aquarius. Um,
So am I.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
You'll have good compatibility with Aquarius. It's good to know.
yes. Which means that I don't know. Actually, I didn't think that through. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. It's been a
Me
long
too.
day. How's everyone doing? Um, First things first. Let's just get this out of the way. Dragon Ball Z League. Um, the bad
It's
news first.
canceled. I'm just
We got to
kidding.
push it back a little bit. Just get the bad news out of the way first. Our plan, I believe, our plan right now is to start the preseason at the beginning of March. I believe. Um, and that would mean the regular season starts right at the beginning of April. And the reason for this is multifaceted. And I figured I'd get the bad news out of the way first, and then we can go into all the good news. But there are a few main reasons for this. The first one, and probably one of the biggest ones, is that I am currently I have house guests. I have my mother-in-law here, which also means that on a regular basis I have other members of the family here who, people tend to gravitate towards mom. That's just it's how it works. And the chances of me doing DBZ League uninterrupted are exponentially lessened. Not only
Yeah.
that, but I tend to Zcast very loudly compared to my normal streams. I get into it. I mean, you guys have seen me. you know. So
Right.
I would be very, very annoying to everyone around me. So it's
Yes.
not a good idea to do. And they will be here until probably I think the middle of March.
Hmm.
So we're thinking we push it back to say we start the preseason at the beginning of March. That way, the preseason is not as important. We don't have to wait too long. We can get things started, and then by the time the season starts, we're fine. So that's the big one. And I know I'm sorry if that upsets some people, but I truly do feel that it would be damaging to the quality of the league.
Yes.
Um, that's how
Now,
strongly I feel about it.
Yeah.
not to
Yeah, and
mention, it, normally I would step in, or one of the other staff members would step in and just run things until Squee's able to do so. But currently, I am moving because of unforeseen, well, kind of unforeseen circumstances that are out of my control. So until at least February, which was one of the working dates, I can't do anything.
And I
yeah,
don't have a computer that can run this.
Yeah,
I
and
could, I guess, but I do Naruto League.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you have
you
a whole
you
other league you have to worry about.
yeah, you have a whole other league to worry about.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sorry guys, I got some sort of weird beeping going on that I can't track
but
down.
and not to mention, put
It's a
yourself
bum.
in Squeeze family's shoes. How would you feel if you had somebody, in the house, yelling high speed Clash in the other room for 2 hours
Yeah.
straight?
Trap
Oh gosh,
shooter!
my wife is a trooper enough dealing with it. I'm not about to ask her family.
Yeah.
That's
No.
that's a no go.
No.
So the hope is to like the best time to do it would be like when I'm alone. So
Yes.
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. But that's the bad news. The bad news is that we're gonna have to push it back until probably the beginning of March. Now, on to slightly more pleasant things. There are other advantages and benefits to actually pushing this back a little bit, and we plan on making this like a permanent push. Meaning, the idea will be that the league generally will start each year around March. Not only because this is going to be like a yearly thing, like it looks like this is going to be our mom's comes for 3 months every year at the same time. So, but also when I was talking to Christopher Sabat last season about the Tenkaichi Bowl and maybe him being a guest again. Of course, he had interest in it. God knows why he's so generous, but I mean, he does. He's promoted us with no prompting before, which is great. But July and August, which is when the DBZ League was ending normally, is convention season and
Peak
incredibly
convention.
busy times for him, and all voice actors really.
Yeah.
So by pushing this back a month or two, I'm not guaranteeing that we'll get guests, but there's a much bigger chance of high powered guests like that showing up for big events like the Tenkaichi Bowl. Again, this isn't a guarantee. This isn't like a hey, if it's in October, I'm coming, but it's more of a look. I would love to, but my gosh, July and August is just such a busy time. So this might help with that immensely. The other ones is that we are planning on giving a facelift to the league in several ways. First of all, we need to get our Epidemic Sound license nailed down so that we can use music legally. Because Lord knows copyright's a thing, and we should be do our due diligence with it.
Yeah. But it
Um,
shouldn't be that big of a deal.
no,
I know
no.
what to do.
Yeah.
So we
Oh yeah, it's
just
not a
need to
matter
do
of
it.
can we do it. We have to do it.
Yeah.
But the more important thing is that we'd like to make a Dragon Ball Z League website, like a landing page, I guess, somewhere where you can go that is flashier and more fun than just going to the forum. Something where they can draw new people, but also something that you guys can go to and just enjoy and engage with. So we want to make an actual website, which is the Dragon Ball Z League website, and probably have like a page for each team where I don't know, maybe we have the team makeup, the team master list, maybe descriptions of the team. Kind of leave that open to ideas. Maybe a current standings or a season. We need to look into what's available and what we can do, and we need time to get that done.
Yeah.
But we would
Yeah.
really like for the season to be able to start and be able to say, hey guys, check out our website for all sorts of cool stats and info on the teams and neat stuff. And for you guys too, if you're like, hey, you want to get your friend involved in the league, just send them to that website. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
It's
I had been wanting to do that for a long time. It's like a lot less cumbersome than like, hey, check out this forum,
Right.
with all these
Yeah.
links everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like uh, Rebel and I have tried really hard to try and make the forum as accessible
User-
as possible, user friendly as possible. Like this is where all of the rules are. This is where the general chats are. This is blah 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 blah. And it's still it's hard to do on a bulletin board. So
Right,
a website
exactly.
a website is a lot more attractive to people, especially if they're not used to bulletin boards and things like that yet.
And especially if it's a way, if we can do it where we can post up like links to the YouTube videos, maybe a stream page if we're streaming on DBZ League, something. Basically, it's just like I said, it's just so much easier and so much more attractive and flashy. And we all know, and this isn't a bad thing, we all as humans like flashy things.
Yeah.
So the idea is to get something like that up and running. We are very much interested in ideas. If you have a cool idea for maybe a page or something that we should add, or maybe something that each team's page should have, something of that nature, by all means, leave us suggestions. We're very very open to ideas because right now we're very much in the we know we want to do it. We kind of know what we want to do, but we don't have any solid details yet. So this is the perfect time to suggest such things.
Yes.
But again, that needs time. It needs time to develop. It needs time to find out the best way to go about it, the cheapest way to go about it, and most importantly, it takes time to do. So, so we're going to be pushing the league back till, like I said, the preseason will start at the beginning of March, and I don't know if we'll have everything up and running by the start of the preseason, but definitely by the start of the season, we want to have everything up and running.
Yeah.
So bad news, good news. I hope. Um, yeah,
Speaking of
that was it.
suggestions,
Mhm.
speaking of suggestions, we have one suggestion from the League Suggestions subforum. Don't forget, we still have that, and we still
Yes.
peruse that and whatnot. If I recall correctly, we already talked about the starting forums during roster decisions.
Uh,
So
We
Thanks.
did.
yeah,
Yeah.
we did. So the newest one is the test archive thread. Now the suggestion is to essentially divide the team subforums, the general team subforums, into their own teams. So, like for
Hmm.
instance, if I were to go to the general discussion and open team discussion, then there would be 16 more subforums, one for each team. Um, I'm honestly hesitant to do that because not only does it add a bit of clutter, it can be a bit confusing. So I'd rather just go through and rename because I'm an admin, I can do that. Go through and rename. This is Valkyries, a team that kicks ass and eats bubblegum. Jiro's
Right.
androids, Jiro's prototypes, bloody bloody bloody, so that you know where the tests are supposed to go and whatnot.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. There is something to be said about a folder within a folder within a folder within a folder,
Yeah,
not
that's
being
what I'm afraid
the
of.
best design. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but that said, it doesn't mean that, like Bert was saying, that we can't go in there and get the same idea across, make it more accessible.
yeah, exactly.
So definitely. Oh, um, one more thing. Also, we don't want to just leave you guys alone for the next 2 months. 2 months, right? I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
I can't
Give or,
brain right
give
I
or
now.
think
take.
so. Yeah, two
Yeah,
months.
give or take. We're hoping to start maybe streaming a bit on the channel, not the league, but and nothing quite planned yet, but maybe, I don't know, I heard there's some sort of Dragon Ball Z game coming out that you may have heard of called Mortal
Fighter
I'm
Z.
not,
Kombat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just
Yeah,
it's
no,
just gonna it's just gonna be me playing Dokkan and just pissing everyone off with my
I
I
picks.
mean, you
I believe
Oh
it's
can
my
called
god.
I
technically.
believe it's called Xenoverse 6.
The
That is
No,
not
Xenoverse.
a,
but seriously though, we're trying to cook up some different things to do. Maybe one day we do a impromptu Fighter Z.
Mhm.
Maybe going through the storyline, and hey, maybe one day we do some exhibition matches, and whoever's in the chat, which would be linked in the Discord, whoever's in the chat just makes up teams, and you get to
Yeah,
see
or
them
maybe
fight.
we do an impromptu one-on-one MVP tournament where whoever's in the chat gets to determine one person each who's in the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Also,
So
there's
we
there's
we do
like
want to do some
Xenoverse
streams.
2. Yeah.
So and this is a good way. So we'll start doing some streams. We'll start making the channel more active, more than just tests. And we'll try and shoot for start in March, and then that will mean that for the foreseeable future, the seasons will start in March and end in October ish. It's always a little iffy because you never know. I mean, if we have a good season, we can run straight through. If not, we'll have a week or two, where we can't do it.
right.
We've also talked about that before, trying to make it so that we have, say, backup. So, like, say for example, if my computer craps on me, because that's happened before,
Yes.
Yep.
someone else could do that week or something. Do what we can to mitigate breaks, but hey, guys, stuff happens. So it'll end October-ish, and that should be a less busy time for everyone, really, because it's true. I mean, July and August, I mean, if there's a massive convention, that's probably when it's going to be.
Yeah. Most
So
likely.
so yeah, that's pretty much all the news we had for so far. I will say that one thing I do want to say that I'm very, very, very pleased about is the number of tests that people are requesting and taking seriously.
Yeah.
It's always sad when you're in the off season and you see teams not testing, but that is definitely not an issue we've had this season.
There are
Not
currently
guilty at all.
486 tests.
Mm-hmm. Which means that there's a lot of you guys out there that are really, really trying to prepare. And what I am very excited for is to see how much teams have changed since last season, because that's a lot of time to prepare. And which, by the way, obviously that means that um, you'll have more time to test and get things ready before the season starts. I know that's not like, oh, gee, Squee, thanks. I really needed the 2 months for testing, but still, I mean, silver linings.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
Some
This
teams
is
still
technically a new difficulty.
And if you haven't been testing, start. You got 2 months now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Moddins, get a new test out there soon.
yeah, Dragon Ball Warriors. What are you doing?
Shit.
Yeah, if you're a supporter of the team and your team's not testing, get on that. See why they're not testing. Ask the coach if they're busy, if they will let you submit tests. Do something. I mean, there's got to be a way that you as a team can get together and get some tests done.
Mhm.
So, in any case, be sure to also stay up to date with our Discord channel because there's constant activity there.
That'll probably be in the description of this video.
It will indeed.
Yeah.
I try and pop by as often as I can. It comes in spouts because social media and me have never cohesed well.
You've been doing better about it lately.
I have been. It's weird because I love it. I enjoy it. I really enjoy talking to everyone. It's just that I don't think about it. And I'll be like you guys don't know how hard it is for the staff. The staff is like, hey Squee, what? Discord. Oh shit, yeah. Hey.
Hey, that exists.
It's a thing.
I've never.
We talked
It's a
about
very
something.
bad trait for someone who does a lot of stuff on YouTube. I am very, very bad when it comes to Twitter and Discord and things. But I've been better at it, and I've really enjoyed our conversations because you guys are a lot of fun. So, yeah. But hey, so bad news, we're going to be holding off about 2 months. Good news, that might mean really good things for us.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll have to see.
Great news, that beeping stopped. I still don't know what it was.
Awesome. That's really
Your
cool.
computer
Well,
is dead.
really bad.
Yeah.
Squee, by the way, you know that Discord has like a screen sharing feature now, right?
Oh, I'm aware. Yes, I am.
And you can do like this recent thing is you can do like different quality things. Like
I noticed.
That's
Now,
really
the
awesome.
sad thing is, Discord came out with a screen share, and Skype one up them by giving screen share and sound.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Skype's like,
gonna-
oh yeah, hold my
Whoa.
beer.
So,
Yeah.
anyways,
But
I
Here's
think
my
that's
once in
it.
2 years update.
That's it. League related. I can stop
Mhm.
recording now, or
Yeah, all right, everyone, take care. And if you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below on the forums or even in the Discord.
yeah.
Slam
See
that
you
like button.
guys.
Bye.
Ta ta.